Evening. Welcome. What can I get you? You look a little lost. You okay? Alright, if you say so. Why don't you have a seat? Get comfortable. I'll bring you a water while you look at the menu. There you go. Anything look good to you so far? We have a few specialty cocktails. Those are on the back here. They're pretty popular. If you're feeling a beer, we got some local ones on tap. As far as wine goes, I recommend the whites more than the reds, but there are a few good reds, if you're feeling it. Me? I usually get a dark and stormy. You ever had one of those? It's pretty simple. Dark rum, ginger beer, and lime juice, all over ice. Yeah, it's my drink of choice. Look, just because I'm a bartender doesn't mean I have to go fancy with my own drinks. Although, I admit I am a fan of the finer whiskies. Yeah? You want to give it a shot? Alright then, one dark and stormy coming up. Sit tight. While I'm making this, here's a question. Do you know how dark and stormies came to be? Well, way back in the early 1800s, a member of the Gosling family was trying to sail to America from England. But there wasn't enough wind. The ship couldn't make it all the way to Virginia, so they made port in Bermuda, which was the nearest place they could go. Gosling already had a background with making booze, so he got to work on the island and came up with a recipe for dark rum. Then, years later, after World War I, British Navy officers who were stationed in Bermuda started brewing their own ginger beer to fight seasickness. Ginger is good for a queasy stomach, you know. Anyway, they mixed the dark rum with the ginger beer, and allegedly, one of the sailors said that the drink was the color of a cloud that only a fool or a dead man would sail under. Ta-da! Dark and Stormy was born. Yeah, I like that story. Of course, a true Dark and Stormy has to include Gosling's rum and ginger beer because they own the trademarks in the name. Sort of like how true champagne has to be from Champagne, France. But some places will have a safe harbor on the menu, which is just a Dark and Stormy without the trademark issues. And with that, here is your Dark and Stormy, complete with a lime wedge. You're welcome. I'll let you sip that a bit, but I'll be back to check on you. Don't worry about it. We're not that busy tonight. Plus, you look like you could use the company. My pleasure. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. How's the drink? Great. I'm glad you like it. I definitely haven't seen your face before. Are you from around here? Ah, a newcomer. That's exciting. You're a long way from home. So what brings you into my little establishment tonight? Are you meeting someone? Oh, that's too bad. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, that explains that lost look you had when you came in. It sounds like you've been through it, my friend. Hey, for what it's worth, I'm glad you found your way here. Of course. Look, I know this isn't the easiest establishment to find, but for those who know, or for those who just stumble in, it's a nice little escape. Not too loud or bright or flashy, just a nice relaxing chill space to have a drink and unwind. I like to think it's welcoming. You are most definitely welcome. Do you want to stay here at the bar, or would you rather go sit at a table? Sure, stay here as long as you like. Until we close, of course. After that, where you go is not my business. But for now, enjoy your drink and try and let yourself unspool a little. I suspect you need the break. Oh, most of us could do with a break every so often. It's healthy. The important thing is to allow yourself to lean into it, and give yourself a chance to exist for a while. Stop time for a bit. There's nothing that can't wait a little longer. Good. Just let me know if you need anything else, okay? do you mean? Should I not be nice to you? Well, to be fair, I'm pretty nice to everyone. Unless they give me a reason not to be, but you know how it is. Running a bar, talking to all sorts of people. It helps if I can roll with things and be laid back. Plus, most people are dealing with something in their lives, even if they don't show it. So it doesn't hurt to be nice by default. You never know. It might make someone's day when they need it most. Exactly. But also, in your case, I'm pretty good at getting a feel for people. It's useful for this job and just in general. I don't know you just yet, but you seem like a good person. Maybe struggling a bit, but good at the core, where it matters. Like I said, just a feeling. I like good people. I like to keep them around when I can. What it means is that you're welcome to come here anytime you need a drink or a conversation. Or just a few minutes of breathing room. Make yourself at home. Don't mention it. Here, have some pretzels. No dinner menu here. We don't have a kitchen. Though if you are hungry for something more substantial, I can recommend a few places. Especially if you're new to the area. All within walking distance. All tasty enough to be worth the walk. Alright, no worries. Let me know if you change your mind. Now you seem to be relaxing a little. I'm glad to see it. We'll have you feeling more like yourself in no time. It's my pleasure, honestly. I like what I do. I like meeting people and getting to know their stories. Everyone's got a story. Yes, even me. Although you'll have to come around a lot more often if you want to hear it. I don't tend to talk about myself all that much. I'd much rather listen. Speaking of which, is there anything you'd like to talk about? It doesn't have to be your problems. Of course, that's fine if you need a sympathetic ear. But I know not everyone wants to hash out their troubles to a stranger. I respect that. Oh, you can talk about anything you want. Anything that's on your mind. I'm here for it. I can hold a rag and pretend to polish some glassware if that helps. It's up to you. Whether you want to talk or just sit back and nurse your drink, it's whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I could even tell you more fascinating stories about the origin of drinks. Oh, I have lots of them. Drinks are like people. Each one has a story. But, either way, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I can't. It's my bar. I literally have to stay here until we close. That's a joke. That looked almost like a smile. I think we're making progress. Don't worry about it. All part of the service. If you're good for now, I'm gonna go pour a few glasses of wine for that table over there. It'll only take a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I never did introduce myself, did I? I waxed poetic about the origin of dark and stormy, but I never said a proper hello. Let's fix that. Hi, I'm Lupus. It is very nice to meet you. I hope to see you more in the future. And when I get back from pouring the wine, if you don't want to do any talking yourself, maybe I can tell you some fascinating stories about the history of a gin and tonic. It's a deal, my friend. Sit tight. I'll be right back.